So, friends, with this, we have our upcoming speaker. We have Abdul Rasheed Feroz Khan. Hello, Firoz.
Hi, Krunal. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, Firoz, you are audible.
Wonderful. All right.
So,
So give me a minute, Krunal. I will try sharing my screen.
sure, Firoz. So, Firoz is a long-time MCT and MVP, and he is the director of CodeLER India and UAE. So, he is going to share his extreme knowledge on Copilot Factory. So, yes, Firoz, stage is all yours.
Yeah, thank you very much. One sec. Well, Krunal, can you let me know if you could see my screen, please? Perfect. Okay. All right. So thank you so much, Krunal. And hey, everyone, welcome to this MCT Marathon that's happening for 11 hours. And good to connect with all of you again. And have been in touch with all the events that Krunal does. And it's really exciting to have topics that has been discussing around AI. We have been speaking about data more, and we do have topics which are related to cloud as well. So it's like different tracks that we tried combining together this time. And this is really awesome to see some international speakers coming in and doing their knowledge sharing as well. So thanks to Krunal and thanks to all other sponsors as well, Purple Skill and Span Labs as well, who made this event to be wonderful and a great successful one as well. Cool. So I'm here, Abdul Rasheed Feroz Khan, as Kunal said, and I'm going to be discussing with you about automating, smarter with the help of Power Automate. And I will also be discussing about what we do at Copilot Factory, which is said to be, a factory model from CodeLER, where we have been working with some pre-built agents. We have built around like 25 plus pre-built agents, and we make the copilots or the agents to be ready, available within days of time, whatever maybe the industry it is. It might be we serve for healthcare, we work with airline industries, we also work with retail. So it's pretty simple that we have the factory model which is already built, and we just go explore. We build the ROI for them, and we go ahead, keep the regions to be ready live within days of time. So if at all, if you're interested or if you're looking for your organization, instead of building an AI environment, you're looking for, a factory built model that would be ready to incubate or something, feel free to reach me out. And there goes my LinkedIn. So you could just go ahead, scan the QR code and get connected with me on LinkedIn so that we can discuss more around. Well, the agenda is going to be quick and short. I'm going to discuss about how Power Automate can help your business to be accelerated. So it's going to be like I will take a use case and we will see how a banking industry can go ahead, try making sense about the statements that a individual comes in asking for a loan, let's say a home loan or something like that, and how Power Automate is going to overcome the manual steps that it has, and how the ROI can be achieved, how the time acceleration can be done as well using the Power Automate there. Well, so let me go up here. Here is the use case, right? We are going to work to design the automation of, let's say, a construction loan for a home. Okay, so a construction loan funding process that's going to be currently manually tracked by a team, a separate team. Let's say it's a really cloud stuff. And we will make sense about how the manual things are going to be automated with the help of the Power Automate. Here is about the different roles that we have. So consider we would take, this is probably, this is a use case that's set to be from the side of Microsoft where we went across. So it's going to be for Wood Group Bank, which does construction loans to the builders to build the homes. So Wood Group does not give all the loan money to the builders on an initial approval. So they only give it as construction's progress, just same like how we work in real time, right? So each month, builders can request loan funds, okay, which is said to be a draw for the progress that's made and the funds that's spent during the last month as well. So Woodgrove is too busy to manage the process, so they hired this Relay Cloud, which is going to be a vendor to manage it. So each month, builders will email the forms requesting the funds to Relay Cloud, and after reviewing them, Relay Cloud will request the Fabricum inspections via their website to do an on-site inspection to check the work that has been started and what is completed and what's actually done. Right, so those things will go on inspection, and once the inspection is completed, Relay Cloud does a risk check using a website that's let's say it confirms that the builder has not become a high risk. And after these checks, the Relay Cloud uses a Windows Form app, which is provided by Woodgrove, okay, to request the funding. So someone from Relay Cloud will check the app each day for any completed request, and they notify of the funding to be completed. So today, Relay Cloud does each process step manually. Okay, that's how the scenario goes in. And this is a real-time implementation which we have done for one of our customer, and that's something as we work the partners of Microsoft. We share this with Microsoft Learn as well. So Relay Cloud does each process step manually, and you're asked if you can improve the process by automating some of the steps. So that's exactly where we go with something called Power Automate. We will see how we could go with Power Automate, how we can build an environment, right? We have a laser time. So what I will do is I'll quickly go, I will show you the solution, and let's make sense about how the Power Automate is going to help us, with the different templates that we have and how this can be achieved as well. I will also definitely give this solution to Krunal. We will push it over the repository where you can go, you can try exploring it in detail as well. So let's go. Here is said to be the construction funding draw request. Okay, let's say the owner name, the property address, the builder name here, the draw amount that they have with the loan number two. And here is said to be the budget for the plan for the foundation, right? For the water tap, the electric service, something like that. So let's go ahead. We will make sense. Okay, so here is said to be an Excel sheet that tells you about the total loan amount that has been approved and what is the status and what you have like a draw that you're going to submit as well. So to do this, we first need to go for something called Power Automate. Or if you're new to it, let me go to the Power Automate and I will tell you, I will let you know how it looks like. So let's go for make.powerautomate.com. So here is where we go with the Power Automate solution, right? And we generally say this is said to be a power platform, and this helps you in a wide scope to do any kind of process mining to be in an automated way. And you can find the different learning steps that are said to be available as well. You can do RPA, you can do your business to be automated, whatever may be the scenario. And it's not that you need to build this Power Automate solution. Instead, you can even go with the Copilot, and you can give your prompt, which can help you to build the Power Automate solution as well. So as a kickstart, let me tell you, you can go to the templates, right? And here in the templates, say, for example, if you want to do an auto approval or something, let's say approval, and you can find the templates that are already available. So say you're going to start an approval when a response is submitted in forms. So let me say when your vendor goes doing a ground check that the construction has been completed with a ground floor, or let's say with, the septic or something, some kind of level, the form can be filled. And once when they submit it, it can go for an auto approval. So the trigger process can come in there. Or you can even go, you can call up your own APIs and you can examine, what's happening over the current status at the construction level. So it's all like you either go with the templates or you say you will go, with a blank, automated flow that you can build as well. So it's up to you, right? So you start from the blank or you go with a template that can work around. Now, I could still go, there's something called AI Hub. So if you could go to the AI Hub, say, for example, if you're working with your partner who is said to be on Chinese or some other language, we have the capabilities where we can switch over. So the translation or anything that's related to the AI activity, that can be, again, done with the help of the AI, hub, which is available here. There are prompts that are available. You can work with prompt engineering here, and we do have the AI models, right? You can go to the AI models and you can find, more AI models that are said to be available, just same like AI Foundry. So you say all models, or you say like what's available for the documents or for the, text or structured data, we can find those things. Say if you're looking for images, so it can extract all the text and photos and PDF documents. So remember, I told you that we go for checking across. Say we went for checking across the PDF document where your site engineer has checked for the construction and they keep it uploaded over here. So those text can be extracted, or those documents that are said to be available that can be extracted with the help of this. So that's exactly where we go with this. And there's a lot more, you go with the process mining and all those steps. So as a kickstart, let me tell you, you need to go to an environment and you need to stick on towards, a developer environment that you have to work on. So say you go from the start, you say make.powerapps.com. I consider that our admin has given us the access to work around, with the Power Apps. So let's go with this. And we would say that we need to create a new environment. So we can simply go. We could say that we need a new environment to be created as well. Okay, so that's about, let's say, a dev environment that we need to go across. So say aka.ms/ppaz. So Power Platform Admin Sector, and here we can create a new environment. So let me go for this, and you could see we have environments that would be available here. So click on manage, and we have environments. So say a new environment to be created, and I would give Microsoft MCT Marathon, Microsoft Marathon MCT India. Okay, so that's going to be my environment name. And this is up to us, like either you say you need to go with a managed environment or what, or you can even call up the group. There are like team of people that's set to be available. And we put on the data center region as well, right? And the type, you have like different types. You could say it goes for a production or it goes for a developer track, or we could still go ahead. We can say that it's going to be for a sandbox, something. So let's say it's going to be for the developer, and I will click on next, to get this created. So say next, you get a preview, right? Whatever we have configured and the billing here. So let's go across and say save to get this edited. So this would take a couple of minutes for the new environment to be provisioned and become available with a list of, the environments there. Yes. Can you see this? So this was all like, the defaults that we had, but then now we have something called Microsoft Marathon MCT India that's available there. Let me go for this, and the status is up, I guess. Yes, the status should be up. If not, we can try refreshing this once. Yep. And yes, since the status is ready, you could find it over here. You can just right click, or you even go to the detailed view. It can give you the details that, the environment is ready as such. So let me repeat, from the from the staging or from the trial, you could put on with a dev track, or you can even go, you can say a production track that would be available. And you also need to have something configured like Power Automate Desktop and all the accompanying applications that we have as such. So let's say there is an app called Power Automate that you can download. So you could go, you can say download Power Automate. You might be mostly Windows guys, right? So let's say Power Automate Desktop, and we find it over here. So this can let you to, open up your tenants, work from the local as well. So it's up to you there. And at top of that, you can go with your Power Automate Desktop, and you could open the machine settings, get it to be, available for all the results that's set to be available. Well, that's fine. Now let's go ahead. We could work on designing the automation of, the construction loan funding process that we discussed over the tech. So I'm going to work with four major things. Let me say, first, I'm going to discover the current process. And then they will be evaluating the automation options and design the automation of the process. And finally, we will try about importing and reviewing this status solution. So as I discussed with this, I want to, say, for example, let me take stickies. One moment. Yeah. So you take this, we would be having, different kind of company or people who would be coming in. Let's say borrower is a kickstart, right? So a borrower is where this guy borrows the money from bank to build a house. And then comes builder, right? So builder has an agreement to build a house for the borrower and gets paid as the house is built by, stage by stage from the borrower's plan. So let's say then we have the bank who comes in. So the loans borrower money to build a house, and it hires. Remember, I told you Relic Cloud. So let's say the bank name is Woodgrove. Don't get confused. And the partner can be Relic Cloud, whom I told you. So this guy is gonna manage the construction loan, which draws the funding as the house is built, by the drawer then. And followed by this, we have, as I said, Relic Cloud, the partner who comes in. So that's going to be like the company that manages the process for the bank, and they do all the manual work today. And this is who you're automating the process for. Finally, at top of that, we would be having Fabricam. Okay, remember I told you the inspections that it has to do. So an inspection company that goes on the site to verify and provide, the proof of work that's completed. And the cross check will be done by a company called a Datum, for example. So this is a risk management company that helps the bank to reduce the loss from bad loans. Okay, and they provide a risk score that's used in the process then. So let's go ahead. Uh, Consider I'm going to have a form. Okay, so let me show you. One sec. Yeah. Okay, so this is what we had, right? I was showing you over the deck. So let's go with this and you review the form here. This is the owner name, the plan, the budget that we have as such. And this is emailed to Relay Cloud. Okay. Now let's go for the loan tracking that I have again shown you over, uh, you know, here it is. So this is the loan tracking, what has happened so far. Okay, the name, the date that's requested, the amount that has been funded, the status. So we find all those things over here. Now let me go. I will evaluate the automation options. So when you automate a process, you want to use the most efficient and reliable means of automation that's at be possible. So let's go. We will go with the discovery phase, right? I would show you. Give me a minute. Mm, yes, I'm just opening up a stuff for you. Take this image. Okay. So what we do here is that we are going to have a shared mailbox trigger, and there's going to be an AI built-up form that does a processing, and that's going to be available with a child flow. Okay. So here the point is that you're going to have an automation. You use a Dataverse connector to look up for the loan and add the loan to the data row. Then the website goes with the RP inspection. So here the point is that evaluating the things, right? Let's say what the form is submitted and extracting the content from the form and evaluating with, what was available before. Those things would be taken care by, this RPA stuff. So it's going to be for, let's say, having all the custom connectors and the funding. Those things are going to be, automated. So let me say a shared mailbox will be used to not to be dependent on individual users. And we do have the points like Dataverse tables that will be used instead of Excel worksheets to track the progress. And there'll be a loan draw and inspection photo tables that would be available. Then comes, the child flow that will be used for lookup. So the inspection and the funding to keep the main cloud flow maintainable. And it then goes, the process involving the inspection website that will be automated with an unattended desktop flow over here. We say it can be on a JSON of the worksite photos that would be there. So to do this, I would go with the Power Automate once again. So I'm going to switch to this environment. Let me go back here, click on environment and say, I'll switch to the Microsoft, Marathon environment that we have. And there, let's go to the solutions. and say I want to import a solution here. Either you can build a new solution, but considering the time that we have, I'm going to here import a solution. So let's say import, and here is the solution that I already have. So I'm going to import this construction funding. Let's wait for this and click on next. Right, it gets added up. See the versioning then, and we enable the plugin too. So you wait for the connections to be enabled. You would get a data verse which identifies with a green color tick mark that lets you know, yes, can you see this? It has been connected. So all the connections have been signed into the apps and it has been connected. So this works at top of your Microsoft 365 account. Let's now say import, and we would wait here. So it's currently importing the solution. Let's wait for this. Oops, considering the clock. Okay, we have another 8 minutes. I will take probably another 5 minutes to get this wrapped. Okay, and then I'll give a write up as well. Probably put it on the repo, and you can follow the LinkedIn updates from Kunal or from me, where you can learn more about how this can be done. Okay, this should take some couple of minutes more. Well, okay, so the import is successfully completed. Now I can say publish all customizations that we have. And let's wait for this page. Cool, that's done again. And can you see this? We have construction funding. So this should have several components. If you could go within this, it could have one application, one cloud flow. Let's see. Yes. So can you find this? You have one cloud flow, and you do have like one application, and there's a connection reference as well. There we go with a sitemap, and there are like tables that are said to be available too. Inspection photo, loan draw, right? We have all those things. So we have built this, but then you can even go from the template and you can try doing this. So now, for an example, okay, let's say I'll take this loan, and if you could go to the columns, so you can find like address, builder, created by, right? We have all these things which have been added up. And again, like if you could go to the loan draw, right? We could go to the loan draw. You can find it here. I mean, like you create a test data that can be seen here. So that's like you have connections and say create a test data. And there we can again say edit. So you click on edit, and you can find the JSON step and review the data that will be added to your environment. So say parse in JSON. See, this is all the data that we have there. If you want, you can try editing as well then. Well, sounds good. And we will run the flow. So to run the flow, you can select cloud flows over here, and you go to the details then, right? Can you see this? We have details. So click on the details. We get landed up with this. And there you can say run this, right? So you'll run the flow. So wait for the flow to be completed. Click on done. And you can select the refresh button to see the message then. Or you just refresh it over here, or the status, right? We get it over here. So let's go to the history to find all those details. Give me one moment. Yes, here it is. Started, the status running on. Let's open it. Yes, see, it has run successfully. Just same like this, we also have a loan manager app. Okay, so you go ahead. Let me say I'll take for make.powerapps.com, right? And then I will go to the apps. I have a loan manager application, so I can click on the play button here. Right? Can you find this? You have the details then. So you should see the data added by the Cloudflow, which is opened by one of the loan records now. So now let's go take any of a record here. For example, this record, right, that you find it over here. Let me open this. So I click here and I can get this opened up. You can review the loan there. So this is simply how you go, you work with automating the things, right? And I can still go diving deeper on this. I can build, desktop flows for the same. Okay. And we can use recording to capture the steps to automate for both Windows and web applications like that. So this is pretty simple, like where you want to take automated actions to be done for any kind of loan approval process to be done as such. So that's something what you can do with Power Apps. And I'll be sharing the solution file. You can get more of these resources following the LinkedIn, updates from Krunal or from me. And if at all, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. We can get it discussed. We have like another 3 minutes. Yes, we could go ahead. We can have your discussions to be done then. Any questions for me?
No, Firoz, all good so far. I mean, we really enjoy your session, and I'm glad to know about this Copilot Factory, right? And I'm definitely trying to implement it in my company, in my organization. Thank you so much for developing this wonderful product. And yeah, so far we don't have any question, Firoz, but yeah, it's really
All
awesome
right.
session.
Well, thanks, Krunal. Thanks for your time. Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining India
Thank you,
MCT.
everyone. Yeah. Thanks to all other speakers on joining us as well. Yeah.